They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Finding space at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Mahomes now on first down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Smith on 3rd down. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught by Allen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. On the counter, it's Walker. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And if they're throwing on third down, it's a good bet. They're going to look his way. He's the most reliable of their receivers, and he comes through there with a nice grab for the first down.
Now Geno on first down.
Not wasted time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 24-yard line. Here we go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets this up past the 30.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tap the 50. Johnny Lyons.
Back to Walker on first down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Chris Jones, the all-pro defensive tackle, there to make the play defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And Walker once more. 44 yards on the ground for him so far.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Smith now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon.
Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted. And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Throwing now is Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Smith. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Out to his left.
And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Come on. Hey.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On first down, it's Smith. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. It's caught, Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Smith throwing again. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. A give for Walker running right. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on 2nd and 13. Smith
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now a run with Walker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Throwing now is Geno. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 23 yards on the play.
Beautiful throw right there on third down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a first and goal at the 1.
Running right, here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 24, Chiefs 14. Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Okay, break.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Again, it's Walker.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw, Smith. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Smith.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Here we go, here we go.
Hand off here to Walker.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
177 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. He hits his target, Lockett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make the play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One last throw here for Smith.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly